What's poppin', family? Fourth time's a charm. Welcome back to another episode. Today I'm gonna go over another daily recap, show you my trades, show you my stats, why I got in, show you the setup, and hopefully you guys can learn something from it. Here's my trader sync, and thanks for joining me. 67% win rate, profit factor went to shit after I took a nice little loss, trying to do like play off the daily levels instead of keeping it nimble to intraday. So I ended up minus 100 on the day. With just these 5 trades, I put together a really nice day. Had like a profit factor of 9, 80% win rate, up 120. But this one, I just made the mistake of holding it. So let's get into it. Here we have BA on the daily. I was playing the break of this SMA yesterday on nice volume. Obviously, SPY tanked yesterday, but we opened it today below the SMA as well. We're putting up a nice red candle, breaking this level here at 147.07 or so, and relative weak on the daily. And I like the setup. The issue is I entered right here. We had the break of compression, HA reversal, Bollinger bandwidth expanding, all the stuff we need for the setup. But you see this orange line, SPY found support, and I'll show you exactly where. I saw the signs, but so on the daily, on the SPY, we have this upper sloping trend line here in yellow. It's an algo line. Has been very strong support lately. I think it's gonna break eventually, but I'm not trying to guess or predict it. So right when we hit that level, which was right here, let's go to regular candles. Bullish engulfing right here. I said it to myself. I said bullish engulfing right here. We had follow through. I needed to cut my shorts, but I didn't. And that's really where the mistake lies. I held this too long instead of being nimble, honoring my stops. Any one of these stops, midway of the compression, VWAP, and just reading the price action, I should have cut it. But I was playing the D1 level of the SMA, and until we break that and close that, my thesis is still correct from yesterday. It just so happened that that support held again, and we did a little rally at the end. So I had to cut it. I'm not gonna swing it, but my mistake was just not being nimble and cutting it short, and that wiped out my gains for the day. But without that, I put together a nice little trading day. Cop, I took a tiny loss on this. I love the setup on it, breaking this horizontal resistance. Bollinger bandwidth expanding, relative strength on the D1, nice volume. And I took this to the long side. Cop is in the energy sector, so can move on its own. I got in, I believe, at 12:45. So right when this candle started, we had the compression, break of compression, HA reversal. This is the setup. So took it right here. I had time to take profits up here, but I didn't want to take the 10-15 bucks. I wanted a little more, got greedy, and ended up closing for the small loss right here when we were getting the 3-8 cross. So my bad in not taking the base hit, but I liked the setup, and SPY was pulling back as well. So I'll take this again. I just got to take my profits though. Next one, APA. Go to the daily. This is also energy sector. Was really playing the break of this downward sloping trend line right here. Was looking for a continuation and a break above this level too. But that's where it met resistance. But relative strength on the D1, nice volume. And I got in at right over here, 10:47 in this candle. The indicator wasn't showing compression, but it sure looks like compression to me. And I took it anyways. Got out at 10:55 in this candle, and that's a nice 10% return right there. Took 27 cents in 15 minutes or 10 minutes or so. So I like this play. I had SPY tailwind. Nice little base hit. Next one was HD. HD on the daily, super bearish. Yesterday, gap down below the SMA, big red candle. Broke this horizontal level right here yesterday, and I was looking for some continuation. I don't have support until 269.90, and we were putting up a red candle here. And so I took it. Now let's check out the intraday play. I got in at 1346, and that's right here. Had this compression, bam, right here in this big red candle. I entered, and I was only in the trade for 2 minutes, and I took my 30 bucks. Obviously there was more downside, but like I said, I'm being nimble, stacking my wins, just taking my base hits. Don't want to wait through pullbacks anymore. Just take my hits, and we'll see what happens. That's HD, so met all my criteria. Next one is NUE, the daily. Huge gap down, blew through 3 SMAs. This is super weak on the D1. Big volume today. Had to play this one. And I got in at 1310. So right here, there was compression, and I got in on this candle here. And then it compressed a little bit more. But that's okay, because we ended up getting a breakdown, and I got out at 1335 in this candle here. And yeah, there was more room to go, but I sat through a little pullback already and pretty much sold into strength, or well, for this one, weakness, and took a nice 6.5%. That's 36 cents on one contract. Nice base hit. Met all my criteria. Took it, got in, got out. And then I think my last trade here was Tesla and the D1. It just had a lot of strength this past 2-3 weeks. It's right above the SMA, or broke through the SMA, filled the gap already, and had room to 312.73 level. I knew I wanted to scalp it. Just gonna be a quick one. Tesla be chopping everywhere, and I usually don't play it. But luckily, they had that little split or whatever, so it's a little bit more affordable. And I knew this was just going to be a quick one, so I could tell already. I got in right here, compression, break of compression. I got in this candle and actually got out at the very top and took 50 cents in a matter of a minute or two. And that's how I wanted to play it. And it still met my criteria with the compression. Had SPY tailwind right here, had increasing volume, so everything was chill with this trade, and taking 50 bucks in a minute is pretty legit for me. So those were my trades for the day. Obviously we were green, and we just made a mistake on one of our trades, and that's something that I'm gonna have to work on, taking my profits and or cutting my trades when I'm supposed to, instead of just trying to hold it till the next day. And doing a lot of walkaway analysis, holding my trades till the next day often results in profit. But it's crazy because the times when I trust that stat, I get absolutely destroyed. So I'm going to just keep it nimble, just like these small base hits. And just keep it that way and keep my losses small. I held COP a little too long, but hey, I didn't let it keep running hoping it's going to come back. I cut it at 15 bucks. And I can scale this up as long as I can keep my win rate high. So, and another interesting thing, if you guys have read Trading in the Zone, he recommends doing, 20 trade lots of a specific trade criteria that's supposed to be your edge. And then until you can execute on those 20 trades almost perfectly or perfectly, don't size up. So I marked these out this week. This is following, all these are M5 compression breaks, following the rules. So far I have 12 of them, but as you can see, my win rate is there, and the BA trade really just fucked it up. So I would have been up, what is that, 200 bucks for the week, just on the edge and my trade setup. Obviously, we have 8 more trades to go, but this is really telling as far as win rate and, even profit factor. I took a fat ass loss today and I'm barely break even. So I'm liking it, and we're going to continue doing it. And yeah, I'll let you guys know what happens after the first 20 trades, probably by the end of the week. And if our stats show, we're going to try to do another 20 lot and just try to improve the setup and executing the setup and see where it takes us. I feel like I'm kind of close, and I'm only trading one contract. So if I could get to, $100, $120 with 4 or 5 trades, just taking those quick 20 cents, just imagine if I doubled my size. I'm only using like 25% of my buying power every day. So, well, sometimes. But yeah, I'm feeling good about it. I'm not feeling too shitty about BA. My other trades were great. I'm following my rules. I'm getting comfortable with seeing stacked HA candles and just being like, wait for it to compress. And if it doesn't compress, fuck it. I don't need to touch it. And I'm still finding trades to be profitable in. So that's where I'm at right now. I appreciate you guys for watching. And as always, keep it green. And until next time, see ya.